Hello everybody. Welcome to my third video in the Great Guitar Buildoff 2021. The dude. What I have here is my bowling alley body. Taped off the top edge of it here a little bit after sanding it to the final profile that the body's going to be. And the reason I've done that is as a little wall to catch this here glue that I'm about to pour in here. So, what I have here is another Total Boat product, or at least I bought it through them. I guess it's actually, yeah, it is Total Boat. It says it's Maker Epoxy, crystal clear artist resin. This is a 1-to-1 mixture. What I'm going to do with this, the top of this thing, I love the beautiful old scarred patina of it, but it's not perfectly level. There's a couple boards a little lower than the others and a couple of little holes. There's somebody hit it with a saw at some point, and there's just dents and big chips all out of it everywhere. I don't know, I want it to be smooth and shiny, so what I'm gonna do is cover all of this with a really thin layer of resin, just enough to fill in the low spots and bring the high spots up just enough that I can sand it flat without taking any of this off. And then I'll be spraying another finish on top of that. So, without any further ado, let's get started on that. I've cleaned this up really good. Hit it with some mineral spirits, let that dry. Now I'm gonna all right, so I'm hoping that all of my joints are sealed up well in here, and I'm not about to have a hell of leaking, but let's see what happens. So here's a little trick. Whenever you're mixing up small batches of epoxy like this, you always want to move it from the cup you originally mixed it in over to another cup after you get it all mixed up. The reason you want to do that is because the sides of your original mixing cup, no matter how careful you try to be, are always going to have a little more or a little less of one part or the other. You do that and then mix it a little bit more. You know everything in this cup is pretty well mixed. So you don't have to worry about having any spots in your pour that are not going to go off right, which can cause problems, as you can imagine. But that little trick will eliminate a lot of that. All right. Just about there. So, all right, let's see what happens. This might not be enough. It might be, I'll mix up a little bit more if it's not. too much on here because I'll just have to sand it back off. If I do, this is about it. Right, let's see here. Now, got a heat gun. This is gonna get rid of all the little bubbles in here. Let this stuff flow a little more. I don't see any too much in the way of big bubbles popping, which is good because that would indicate a hole through into the hollow inside of my guitar, which I didn't know about, which would be not good. But I've taken care to make sure that there was not too much of that going on, so we'll see.
He opened the door and he led me up the stairs. A man of generosity,
Ooh, that's hot.
since I was the only one of us alive. He handed me the keys and then he beckoned me to drive. I drove the dead man's bus. I drove the dead man's bus.
So, it's been 4 or 5 days, I guess, since I put the resin on here. As you can see, it's quite shiny. Not for long. I'm getting ready to sand it. I'm gonna sand most of this back off. I don't want the thing to have a covered with resin appearance. It's gonna have a shiny clear coat at the end, but this is too thick on here now, and I basically put it on there to fill voids, and there's a lot of winds and cuts and hammer dents, and I've bored this a little low here, so now I'm gonna sand this back flat, and I should have a level surface to work with moving forward. So let's go. Let's see what we get. Got a 120 grit Abernet on here. Let's do this.